Hello! It is time to talk about the books that I would like to read in the month of August. Now, I'm sat in a slightly different place to where I would usually film these kinds of videos because I normally scour my TBR shelves to pick what I'm going to read, or I'll play a TBR game or something, but I have quite a lot of commitments in the month of August. Somehow, lots of books that I have to read, and so because of that I'm probably not going to be picking any extras because I feel like I've already got quite a lot on my plate. Luckily I do have a couple of weeks off of work at the moment, so the last week of July, first week of August, so hopefully I can finish off the July month strong and start off the August month strong. But yeah, there's not much wiggle room in my TBR this month. So if you didn't know already, I and my lovely friend Jessie from The Bookish Mum are hosting a Sarah Beth Durst read along in the month of August. I'll go ahead and link that video for you, and so I will be reading several of Sarah Beth Durst's books in the month of August. So I'll be finishing off the Queens of Orinthia series by reading The Queen of Sorrow, and then probably the spin-off novel, which is The Deepest Blue, and then I will also be reading Race the Sands and The Bone Maker, all by Sarah Beth Durst, of course. So that already is 4 books. Then of course there is the Thoughtful Book Club book for August, which I went ahead and picked for us this month because I'd had several people back in June, right at the beginning of June, ask me to host a buddy read of this book. Some people want to reread it, some people want to read it for the first time, and so I thought that I would just include it as the Thoughtful Book Club book for August, and that is Cashiels Dart by Jacqueline Carey. This is a fantasy romance novel, and it's the first book in a trilogy, I think. Pretty sure. It doesn't say in the front. I think this copy is quite old. First published in 2001. Yeah, I feel like this might be a second edition. Anyway, nevertheless, this one is what we're going to be reading in the month of August for the Thoughtful Book Club. And I think I'll just go ahead and read you the synopsis from the back of this one. So it says, born with a scarlet mote in her left eye, Phaedra Delany is sold into indentured servitude as a child. When her bond is purchased by an enigmatic nobleman, she is trained in history, theology, politics, foreign languages, and the arts of pleasure. Above all, she learns the ability to observe, remember, and analyse. Exquisite courtesan, yet talented spy, she may seem an unlikely heroine, but when Phaedra stumbles upon a plot threatening her homeland, Terre d'Ange, she has no choice but to act. Betrayed into captivity in the barbarous northlands of Skaldia, and accompanied only by a disdainful young warrior priest, Phaedra makes a harrowing escape and an even more harrowing journey to return to her people and deliver a warning of the impending invasion, and that proves only the first step in a quest that will take her to the edge of despair and beyond, for it transpires that Phaedra is the woman who holds the key to her realm's deadly secrets, and whose courage will decide the future of her world. So this is a very, very popular book. It's an older fantasy book. Like I mentioned, it was published in 2001, so it's 20 years old now already. But I've heard many, many good things, and lots of you, as I said in that live reading sprints, wanted me to run a buddy read for this one, so here it is. My Discord will be linked down in the description. Come and join us for the read through of Cashiels Dart. So that's 5 books so far, one of which is on the chunkier side, and then there is the Cosmere Unbounded book for August. If you don't know what Cosmere Unbounded is, it is a group of SFF booktubers who are reading through the Cosmere. It was all arranged by Joanna from the channel Joanna Sosa. I will link the Discord for it down in the description bar, And in the month of August, we're reading the second book in Era 2 of Mistborn, which is Shadows of Self. I'm currently in the process of reading Alloy of Law. It's still July while I'm filming this, and this is the next book in that. Currently a trilogy, will be a quartet once it's finished next year, 2022. The last book in this particular installment is released, and these are not my favourite by comparison to Mistborn Era 1, but I still really enjoy them. I'm actually liking Alloy of Law more on reread, so that's good. And so I'll be reading this one in August also. Then something that I really need to start doing is paying attention to the books that are going to be coming in from the library, because what happens is that I get an alert that a book is ready, I get really excited and I borrow it, and then it just throws my entire TBR out the window because I just cannot manage to read everything, because I often put way too much on my TBR, and then stuff comes in from the library as well. So we're going to have a look and see what is probably going to come in from the library in August and decide if I might be reading some of those. So The Humans will be coming in, but I will be reading that as a buddy read with Joanna at some point when she has the time. I don't think that will be in August. We have the Left-Handed Booksellers of London, which I just hauled, and I am super keen to read this one. So this one should be coming in early August, so I probably will read that one. So that takes us now to 7 books already. Oh yeah, so The Shadow Rising, which is book 4 in the Wheel of Time, should come in. It did actually come in a couple of weeks ago, but I just didn't have time for it in July, so hopefully I will get to that in August. And then there are other things that will come in, but I probably just won't have time for, and so I will push them back. So I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be my August TBR. It's quite lengthy, I'd say, but hopefully a lot of it is going to be super fun, and most of it is buddy reading, which is always super fun as well. So let me know if you're going to be joining me in the Sarah Beth Durst read along, if you're going to be reading Cashiels Dart with me, if you're participating in the Cosmic Unbounded read of Shadows of Self. Let me know if you're joining in with any of those and what you plan to read if you're reading in the Sarah Beth Durst along. And let me know what you're planning on reading in August, just in general. I'm interested to know. Don't forget to check out Ponderful Books down in the description. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.